much. I want to welcome this debate and I want to thank Sinn Féin for bringing it forward. But I also want to highlight one issue. They have 11 points down on this debate tonight. I'd like it if they had 12. The thing I'd like to see them highlighting is their own contribution to the housing crisis. And I want to give an example. Between objecting to zoning and objecting to plannings, 5,121 units of housing in 18 votes in Dublin City Council alone. Objections in Mayo, Wicklow, Oscar Traynor Road, 853 units, O'Devaney Gardens, 768 units, 1,500 units at Fingal County Council, Donabate, only 1,200 objections there, Tallaght, 500 social and affordable houses and private houses, objections by Sinn Féin. One TD here, over 2,000 objections, another TD, 5 developments, a total of 1,102. They were billed, that included, 1,102 built to rent residential homes. An awful lot of the houses they're objecting to are social and affordable, and they're objecting to them. I've asked them before, and they know that I'm not a critic of Sinn Féin. I'm not. I look at every group and I thank them for their contribution. But they're talking here about housing. And there are other people over that direction who shout an awful lot about housing. And if you look at what they do at home in their own constituencies, they're continuously objecting to people who want to zone land to build houses on. They're objecting to actual planning applications. And these TDs, these county councillors, an awful lot of them from Sinn Féin. But this isn't an exclusive Sinn Féin club. There are people in other parties, for example, again over that side of the house, and they object as well. But I'm not able to understand that. Now, if there's something wrong with me, that I'm wrong, I'd like for somebody to stand up tonight and criticise me and say why I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, Minister, I'd like for you to tackle me. I'd like for somebody to give out to me and say, well, you're wrong. Every time we objected to zoning, every time we objected to somebody's roof being built over their heads, we were right and they shouldn't have had their house. If somebody can put up that argument with me, I'll debate it with them any day of the week. Any day of the week. I certainly, it'd be some day in hell before I'd object to anybody having a roof over their heads. And any developer or any person who is what I won't say to come along and build houses, I'd give them a good big clap on the back. And if they can go to the local authority, and if they can convince the local authority to zone land, more good for them. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a dirty word. If you're a building contractor with building contractor written up on the side of your van, and if we're out at 6 o'clock in the morning, there isn't one thing in the world wrong with that. How are we going to have homes? How are we going to have places for people to live if they're not going to be allowed to get planning permission? And we have people pontificating inside here every night. You'd get sick of it. Continuously on about it, and at the same time then when they go home, out with the piece of paper and write the big long objection, oh, you're overshadowing somebody else, oh, you're doing this, oh, you're doing that. Jesus God Almighty, it'll drive you into the mental home, and I really have to condemn it in the strongest possible way.